Welcome back to Gopher Football with Jerry Kill. I'm Natalie Nias. Thursday's win was an exciting, high-scoring game that kicked off Jerry Kill's third season here at the University of Minnesota. To take us through the lessons from Week 1, Mike Max joins Coach Kill in the film room.
Thanks very much. You know, earlier, Coach, we were talking about Philip Nelson's ability to run the football, and you said, well, that's predicated, of course, on what the defense does. Take us through. Here's an example. Case in point, what does he see and why does he keep it?
Well, right here, we're rolling our fullback around, and he's going to seal the backer if he shows or go up to the safety. You know, we're zone blocking up front, and we're letting the end go, and we're reading the end. If the end squares up and squeezes, Philip's going to pull the ball. If the end would set, we would give it. But
as soon as he sees him pinch down,
he pinches down, he's going to ride it. He's going to put that ball in his belly. He wants that end to really suck down, so he puts that ball in his belly. We call it the mesh point. Once the ball, he runs through the mesh, then he pulls the ball, and here he goes. Now, the great thing about this, Josh Campion gets a great block on the backer, so we got an extra guy now. Henry wheels around, and we get him ran off. They're playing man coverage, and then we've got him on the free safety, and then it's touchdown. So, you know, that's the great thing when they want to play man coverage and defend the option. That's the weakness.
But, you know, it's also a thing where a quarterback, it looks easy when you watch it on film, but there, as you mentioned, mesh point being the key, he's got to make that. There's that 1 nanosecond where he makes the decision. Yeah, and that just comes from repetition, doesn't it?
Repetition, and this is the end zone copy. He really sets that ball in there. And again, you know, let's say he gives this ball, then we don't get a touchdown. So there's a lot on this young man, whether you're running option football or throwing it. So this is how you draw it up.
And Philip Nelson is off to the races. On the defensive side of the ball, you guys made a couple of big plays, but the big one was a pick six.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And this is a tremendous play by Brian Body, and he's done this to us in camp. He's picked off several, but he squeezes on the slant, takes the slant away, and then they're going to run what we call a whip cut. And he comes back underneath the whip cut. He underthrows the ball a little bit and picks it. And I mean, again, they've been running a ton of slant in the game and hurting us, so we overplay the slant, then they whip cut back and he undercuts it, and you know, got a pick six. And this is a great job here. You know, look at the hustle here, and just, you know, you never want to hit a guy or anything like that. Just get in front of him and we score. But a big play in a game, huge play.
You watch where his head is. Is he watching the quarterback the whole time? Because it looks like he makes the read and it almost gets telegraphed to him. Is that because he's watching the quarterback's head the whole time?
We're playing man coverage, so he's squeezed in on a receiver. But those good defensive backs, they can do things with instinct that not the normal person can do. I mean, he's a pretty gifted player.
And some of that stuff you can't teach.
Yes, no doubt, no doubt.
When we return, we'll revisit the film room to find out how Coach Kill is preparing for the New Mexico State Aggies.
And they're rolling him to the safety. Reading the end, he squeezes, and he should pull the ball, and there's the crease.